What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Trent the Truth Show. I'm your host, Trent the Truth. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're listening from, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on YouTube and Spotify. It's the Trent the Truth Show. Follow us on social media, Instagram, TikTok at Trent the Truth, wherever you search. Real quick, today's episode is brought to you by Gold Coast Gang, GCG. Gold Coast Gang, the brand for creators of art, style, and taste. Home of the infamous Louis Vuitton, a brand for the people. Premium goods at practical prices. For more information, follow Gold Coast Gang on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the website at www.goldcoastgang.shop. Once again, www.goldcoastgang.shop. One of the good things I like about independent clothing brands is they really care about the fabric and the material and the product that they put out. So don't be afraid to support your local retailer, support your local designer. GoldCoastGang.shop. Hit the website and give them a chance. What we got today, man? We got a panel today. We have from my right to left, we have who?
Miss Mia.
And
Smiley over here.
We got Smiley over here. We got a good panel, so we got a good show for y'all. So we freestyling. You know, it's we going off script. Something a little different from the regular flow of the Trent the Truth Show. But you know, we got some all-stars, so we here to talk. We got our Bull Young featured as a shot of the day, and we also using our Luna Zoo tequila. This is also a classic, a favorite. We're not really commercial tequila people. All that Casamigos and Don Julio and all that. We get references from real Spanish Americans, and we get drunk.
And we eat
tacos later. It's just for real. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what's going on.
I'm vegan. Well, I'm pescatarian. I'm eating something else you ain't know about. I'm pulling out the bag.
That's fine. You pescatarian, baby. If you did what I said. That's okay.
All right, so you were actually talking to us, Miss Mia, a little bit before the show, and you were saying you had some things on your mind.
Yes.
And you kind of got that look in your eyes, so we trying to see.
Can't even see that.
Is that right?
Before she put the glasses on, you kind of had that look
What's
in
your
your
preference?
eyes.
Shades or no shades?
However you want to roll.
I'm feeling a little like a rock star, so.
So what's on your mind today?
The topic is going to be relationships.
Relationships?
Yes.
What you know about relationships?
A lot. I'm not perfect. I can't say I know everything, but I know enough.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of people go into relationships and don't truly have an understanding of what a relationship carries and consists of.
Help us understand.
Mr. Smiley, what is your version of relationship?
Big on trust, honesty, companionship, and loyalty.
And loyalty. Trust, number one.
Companionship and loyalty.
Honesty, companionship, and loyalty. Okay. What do you get with the companionship?
I need somebody who fits me. Like, I need you like a leather glove.
Is that right?
When I put it on, I just need you to fit.
Do you think you will fit with that woman?
I don't know who she is yet.
That part.
But I mean, so even with all of that though, okay, so what's your definition of relationship?
Well,
because relationships are so wide, it's a wide range. You say relationship, it could mean marriage, it could mean
yes. So I'm
nothing,
speaking
it could mean
so we can go down the line.
right. Okay, so you tell me, you know.
So we start off.
Relationship was on your mind.
Dating. Let's start with dating.
Okay.
You have to start there when you meet someone. So dating. How often do you think you are supposed to date with someone that you first meet? Like, is it dating just to? What is it for you? You have to date. And you honestly have to date when you're in a relationship and when you're married.
But I feel like a lot of men don't want to date.
I feel like a lot of men want to go straight into the punch of.
So what is the punch?
What's up?
Right, you know.
Well, I mean, it's sometimes it's a hard read because we're not sure exactly what the women want. So we try to cut the chase,
Okay.
so to say, a little bit, and just go straight in and go for what we want, because we know we get results that way. Sometimes it works, but then sometimes we met with a little challenge, and then we may have to do a little bit more.
So
We may have to
see what you got.
shoot your shot, see what you got.
So let me ask you, how would you approach?
You gotta put some thought into it.
In
Some
back in
effort.
my days, you know, I'm retired now. I'm not engaged. I'm married. Back in my days,
What would you say you gave your life?
yeah, you still
Okay,
have
that's
to.
all right. Okay,
That's
so-
important. That's important. But she asked about like approaching women.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you approach a woman.
You're not gonna believe this, but I never had to.
Okay.
I never had to. I always kind of displayed enough of me to the point where women would choose me, and they would call and let me know that they wanted to be saved, and then we would go ahead.
No, that was a good term.
And then we would go ahead and go about whichever way they needed salvation.
Okay, so you never had to approach. What about you?
Yeah, not so much.
I approach it and I've been approached.
So how do you approach a woman?
What would be your
So let me ask you
preference?
this.
So
Let me
let me
ask you
say
this.
this.
Let's pause. If you seen me at the den or you seen me anywhere, how would you approach me? Because I would definitely look at you.
I don't know yet. I have to feel your aurora. Like, so I got 6 sisters. I'm the only boy. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a house with all my sisters, my mama, and my dad.
Okay.
So he taught me
That's
how to be
good.
a gentleman, and I can read you. So I'm definitely know how to approach you, but I gotta feel you out first.
That part. Okay. So would you like to pause so that we can like?
How would you like to be approached?
Okay. Well.
Put it like that.
And if you're in the den, what's
Because and then tell
hold
us
on.
about.
If you in the den, the normal approach is, let me buy you a drink. I don't want to buy you a drink.
No, I haven't gotten that approach
Oh.
because I don't look that way. I don't want
Oh.
that approach.
Me personally, I don't buy drinks in the club.
Me
Because I
personally,
ain't
my
gonna be drunk to
preference.
go home and go fuck him.
My preference is I wouldn't like to meet nobody at no bar, no lounge, or a club because I feel that you're directing that energy to every woman, beautiful woman that you
There
see.
you go.
Okay, so let us know how you want to be approached when you go to the club. And then if that's how you feel about clubs, why are you there?
I don't go to clubs. I may go
Okay.
to a lounge. Yes.
Okay.
A little old
So it's
school.
different behavior.
Yeah, I must say.
Okay.
I haven't been to a club in years. Me going to lounges, different lounges, me being approached. It's sad because men don't understand that you don't have to do much.
Right. A lot of guys don't. And it's a lot of the new guys.
It's a lot of new and old.
It's a lot of-
Okay.
it's a lot-
I must say,
a lot of ends.
if I get approached, let's just say I'm at Walmart, right?
Okay.
And a man approach me and say, "Excuse me." That's how I want to be approached. You asking to be excused. You're not just coming off and saying, "You know what, you're beautiful." I know I'm beautiful. I thank you for that. But come to approach me and say, "Hey, how are you doing? Excuse me. How was your day going?" Or, "You look very beautiful." Don't just off back and say, "You beautiful."
But you know what though? And I'm gonna lie, and this is also from previous experiences. Guys in the area that we in, Chicago, Northwest Indiana areas, we tend to respond and read the women. So women in this area, this climate, they may not be as approachable as we would like to think. So sometimes you just kind of gotta go with
And
what
feel
you
that.
want.
Also, most guys are intimidated by women
You
because
took the
most
words
women
right out of my mouth, baby.
That
are on
happens.
a higher level.
Yeah.
That happens.
A lot of men can't get it.
And that's why
So I ain't gonna lie, I like a challenge.
that's good.
I love a challenge. You ain't gotta be on my level, but I'm gonna get there.
That's understandable.
Okay. So what's been some of your experiences in dating to make you feel like we need to talk about relationships?
Well, because the type of woman that I am, I don't like my time to be wasted. I am a free spirit, great energy, and I love, right? So my thing is, if I give you my time and my energy, and we're vibing, things of that nature, and maybe things may go fast, quickly, at the end of the day, I feel that you cannot really put a time limit on your feelings. You get what I'm saying?
So with that being said, can you put a time limit on the pussy?
I'm a
is
grown
there,
ass woman.
right? So is there a 90-day limit, or is there?
I'm talking
you just
right
feel
now
where
and
you want?
telling you that I'm a grown ass woman.
I just want to know. We just put it out there for the audience.
That's it. I mean, 90 days, 30 days, 60 days, what is that going to do? I mean, because you can get more in a week or two.
I'm going to be the same person on day, whatever you decide to give it to me, as I was day one.
Exactly.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because if a man wants...
I don't know if a lot of men know this, but a woman, she knows when she looks at
As soon as
She
she
knows,
talks to
yeah.
the nigga, and she
she
don't even play.
She knows before you open your mouth.
I'm
Most of
already
the time.
Guys,
But now, if you open your mouth,
sometimes
you
you
say,
open your mouth, you kill the deal.
no, for real.
So you say less as possible. You know, you don't really, especially when you know
But
you're in a
if
situation.
you open your mouth and
Make
you
sure you
saying
say
all the
right
right shit,
Yeah.
then all that no family.
That's true.
It ain't right. It ain't gonna be no family.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, I just feel that, that's just... I don't know if I feel that that's like an old generation saying.
And let me clear this up because when I say if you talking the right shit, ain't gonna be no family, then I don't mean like you can talk the right woman out her
You can,
what I mean
you
is
can talk some panties off. Don't sit up and
what
act
you
like
talking about?
that.
Wait, I'm talking about me specific. Like I said, I already know. I look at you. So you ain't gonna talk about it. Because I already know.
Right. Because see, women, y'all the ones that's in charge anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
My body.
Exactly. So it's like y'all say when, y'all say who.
But a lot of men don't know that.
No, they don't. And it's sad because our generation is just, I can't even say where's the 90s love, right? I mean, you can still get it in our generation. It's just a little difficult. It's a little hard, you guys. I don't know if it's Chicago.
Right, you just gotta find the right one.
Well, I would be
family
fine.
for you.
Okay, so
Yeah, you know they say with the whole finding the right one thing, they say you attract what you are.
I don't know. I don't go by that.
You don't go in it.
Because
So
they
you
also
different.
say, the friends that you keep, that is birds of a feather flock together, right?
I believe that.
I don't.
I actually spoke about that on
I
the
believe
previous show.
that to a
I
certain
heard
extent. You get what I'm saying? Because if you're weak-minded or if you're a follower, then yes, it's birds of a feather.
So you can be in a circle of friends and they all display different behavior. than you.
I can tell you, I can have a friend. I can have a friend that's a hoe. That ain't me. That's my friend.
You know who gonna believe that?
You say who will?
Yeah. Do you know who will?
I don't know. I don't give a fuck who believe. Because I know who I am. Though.
This many people.
It doesn't matter, and that's what's sad about our generational.
Because it's all optics. Like you said, we're gonna go with what we know, what we see, what we feel.
So if you see me with,
so if I see 10 young men in the gang right now, and the 11th one talking about he a minister, I'm not gonna believe that shit.
well, if they are, if the demeanor is different, if they're not looking the same, I just don't.
I'm gonna put them all together. I'm gonna put them all together.
I know they know, but I.
You take that into consideration because
I'm gonna put them all
Do I
together.
look like I go to church? Just be real.
You answer the question. You tell
I'm
her the
asking.
answer.
Do I look like I go to church?
Sometimes
I go to church every Sunday.
like for Easter and
I go to church every Sunday. I don't miss a Sunday.
Can I get a high five?
Can I get an amen?
I do what I do, whatever. But I go to church because
You take your lady to church, or what's going on with that?
I did when I had one.
Okay.
He did state that he was single.
So what happened? Was that your fault or was it her fault? What happened? I mean, we
just
talking-
came,
we have
we just
to
came to
redirect
an
it.
agreement that it was 10 years.
and y'all just woke up, y'all was sitting down looking at TV.
We
And,
came to a mutual agreement.
how did that go?
It didn't go good.
Right, man.
I
How
got
did
I
that
got
go?
my emotions sometimes. I got the feelings sometimes, but I learned how to grow out of it.
That's good.
When I seen it with somebody else, it killed me. But after that, I was over it.
So do you ever have any plans to do a relationship again, or would you ever want to be married?
I don't know if I want to be married.
Marriage get a bad stigma.
I love marriage, and I'm not married, but I come from marriage.
For real, that's all I see.
Ain't none of my
My
family
parents was
been
married.
so I ain't too fond of it.
But you do know, you see married people around, you see the
I do
love.
see it.
That's just something that you feel that it's not.
I just never, like I say, I did propose, but it's because I fucked up.
Right, you did that because you did what you thought she wanted.
Exactly.
I know, baby, I know, trust me.
Right. So I mean,
I bought cars, all type of shit. I fucked up.
I understand.
Were you trying to buy your way back into it?
That's normally what we
Did that work?
Yeah.
For a little while. But at the same time, the day, do you remember the day? What day was it? Or y'all decided it was going to be in after 10 years? What day was that? You should know.
It was December of last year.
December
Oh,
what?
it just became single, baby.
Was it before or after Thanksgiving?
Shit, it ain't me.
Before Thanksgiving? Man, so after 10 years, you go to Thanksgiving alone. You go to dinner alone. And now they asking questions. So I mean, they gonna want to know what happened. Granny want to know what happened.
And I had to tell them. We just came to a mutual
Was you
agreement.
cheating?
Yeah.
See, that's strong that you can just be honest about
He's
this.
been
Like,
honest
it's over
this
with.
entire time.
It's over with. I ain't got no reason to lie.
And that is so good because niggas will still lie
Yes,
after.
nah.
Look, you
But
did.
she-
Well, you know, nothing wrong. Like, you got
But I
some
did.
men, that fall under the oath of keep the lie alive.
Mm.
So we talking about loyalty that's at stake.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keep the lie alive. Sometimes you got to do that.
Mm. So do you think telling your woman the truth is better than giving her the lie, or you think you should tell
It
her?
depends. It depends. It really
Depends on how
depends.
much it's gonna hurt her, and you know how much it's gonna
For
hurt.
real.
So you know what, you wouldn't, cause baby.
What?
So look. Let me
You know how much
let
it's
me
gonna hurt.
let me go a little deeper into that.
Anyway.
What if she
So
found
do
out
you
I was
think
lying?
that would hurt her worse than if you actually would have said the truth?
Well, that's the gamble.
Yeah.
Well, see, here's the thing where I really wish men would
What kind of
understand. Me as a woman, I prefer the truth. Let me figure out how the fuck I would handle it then.
So-
Because I'm a big girl, right?
Right.
And you never know my life experiences, what I've experienced in relationships.
Definitely.
How I would
Definitely.
handle a certain situation.
Definitely. But see, it's a crazy question. It's a wild situation for men to be put in because what we're thinking about is outside of the question, we're thinking about how much we love this person.
Right.
And when we decide we want to answer this question, we have to figure out ourselves if I want to tell the truth. Well, if I tell the truth,
Hurt them right away.
will we be done with this?
And
Will she
and
just
you
take
might
my
not wanna be
answer?
done with that.
Will she just take my answer and just walk away and that be that? Or
You know, again, it goes back to
is this going to cost me later?
would you want to be lied to? Because men handle things totally different.
Me
I feel like
personally,
a lot of
I don't
situations, what you don't know won't kill you.
You wouldn't want to know.
I don't want to know.
Some-
I don't know
what you
that.
don't
So
know
that's
won't
why
kill
you
you.
wouldn't want to know.
What you don't know
And
won't
it's not
kill
to
you.
save her. It's not to save personality because you wouldn't want to know.
Now, granted, I don't condone the cheating or none of that, but
Yeah,
hey,
no,
listen.
whatever it is that you want to have. It don't
If
necessarily
we in
gotta
a
be that.
relationship and you did your shit in the streets,
Come right in the door and
you
tell me.
need to make sure your hoes know their place. No hoe, no side bitch should ever approach your
Exactly.
woman.
Of
You get what I'm
course.
saying?
Never, never touch her doorstep.
And these men nowadays,
Some men are messy like that. It'll tell them to where they don't care.
exactly. So that's the problem with the generation, and that's why relationships are lacking because
But ain't no
no-
make sure your hoe know their place because
You said they what?
ain't no make sure.
That was a true statement because when it's time for any side piece to see
The truth on
what you've been telling them, there's a disconnection.
Yes.
So they may say, "Oh yeah, it's cool. You got a girl. It's cool. You got a guy. I know my place. I'll only call you within these times, or I'll only see you within these
But you
times."
miss too many emergencies, too many special occasions, too many.
It's over with.
Yeah.
But still,
You hit that thing a little too good. Then the rules is off.
Yeah.
You
No,
shouldn't be
for real.
doing it.
You hit that
Shit,
crazy.
if
Every
you
woman
gotta
got a
do that.
crazy button. On
So
You
yeah.
should be doing it.
I tell people, every woman got a crazy button. You hit that
You think
crazy.
so?
I know it.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my God.
Every woman got a.
For
You
sure.
hit that crazy button. It's
So do you-
all bets is off.
But why do you think a woman was act crazy? Why do you think a woman would present
My
as
ex
crazy?
for 10 years shot at my window.
That ain't nothing.
What you talking about?
That ain't shit.
Okay, so you said you.
So what's worse? What you going?
You see the hat? The hat. Show them the hat. No fucks given.
And she went.
I get
Okay.
You tell her that's I don't want nothing worse than that.
Right.
Right.
That means she was aiming for me.
it. So therefore, it's like if you see that you're with a woman and you're doing this and it's activating her craziness, what
Why?
you live. Stop, right?
But I
tried,
mean,
but I was in love,
Oh,
so I ain't know how to work it.
love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I ain't
It
know
really
how to
is.
So
work
why
it.
should why not tell the truth?
Honestly,
Why you
love is a
Why you
beautiful
ain't been tell her?
She knew what I was in love. I just didn't know how to. I didn't know how to show my feelings.
But you know what? Let's stop. Because you was in love. Were you really in love?
So I was gonna say how you knew you was in love.
Because I knew that's what I wanted, but at the same time, I still wanted my cake and eat it too.
How is that?
I knew who I wanted. I knew what I wanted.
because honestly,
I wanted to have fun as well.
And I honestly feel like I
Mhm.
understand a man. Like the way you're talking, I understand you.
But it ain't nothing that's gonna make me choose the wrong thing over somebody I love.
But we women though, we are literally
Exactly.
See,
emotional.
that's-
so
that's-
differently than women.
that's where the understanding got to come down. It's,
Yeah.
it's not nothing that men get some sort of excuse, or it's not nothing that we condone it, but we different species.
Yes.
We look at this
And
subject
that's what you do have
different
to
ways.
understand. And then when I do know is
And women, y'all want us to look at it the way y'all do.
sometimes
And
and
we
No,
won't.
but I feel like if women can understand that men think different.
if
I feel
it's
like
presented to us,
men don't necessarily think
Y'all don't want to
that women
understand
we
that
think
men
different.
think different.
they're not genuine.
Y'all don't want to understand. See, that's the thing. It's not being able to understand. Being able to understand and wanting to.
So let me ask you this, because they say understanding,
You
right?
know what? It's a little bit of truth to that. Because
You
I'm
gotta have
talking about
communication.
until like this big age right now, I don't think I really wanted to understand.
I wouldn't either.
Because I'm like, no, you could see my like.
Yeah.
We both human. Like,
Yeah.
it don't make sense that you don't know what common decency, courtesy, like.
That part. Communication.
Right. But at this big age, like, I think
But see,
I'm finally able to admit, like, we can do things differently.
yeah, because it'd be hard for us to tell if we have a partner or if we have a parent. A lot of times.
You know what? I was just
10 years
telling-
older than me.
I was just telling somebody that, and like this couple that I know, right? Because well, anyway, this couple that I know, they on the outside looking in, I always really admire this couple, and I still do. But one of the parties of the relationship started coming to me and telling me like, you know, some troubles that they were having in the relationship. And I'm like, things are so good, and what's the problem? Everything's so good. When I really started like analyzing it and watching them together, I started to see like, you know what? One of you are a little bit more bold than the other, right? More out one than the other, and it may come across as like, you constantly telling this person what to do, and I'm like, maybe just suggest it next time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a valid point, though. A lot of times, like you said, it's hard to differentiate whether you're in a relationship with your partner or your parent.
And a lot of times, it'd be the men trying to figure out if they have a partner or a parent, not the women.
Do you
I
think?
was trying to
No, well, because most women trying to figure out if most women need to figure out whether we have another partner or another
And
child.
that's true. Because sometimes, like,
'Cause
relationships are so
we
easy.
cooking out
Do
of
you think relationships are easy as
I
that?
love it.
Hell no, relationships
Well,
ain't easy.
That's a lie.
I think they
I
are.
feel that they are.
I don't think no relationship we need to, because remember, like you said in the
Hell
beginning,
no.
what type of relationship, right? So
So speaking on
We're
relationships
talking
being
about, like,
easy
dating
as
relationships,
alphabet,
right?
I ain't talking about dating being easy as alphabet. Committed relationship. That shit can be so easy. You wanna what I say?
Some of it
because
can be,
it
yeah.
don't
It
have
can
to
be.
be hard,
It
right?
don't,
But
because
Yeah.
you have boundaries, you got boundaries, you got understanding, you got the communication level, you got the love and the fun.
that already sounds complicated.
That's not, you get what I'm saying? Fun.
Relationships
Relationships
are supposed to be complex.
You know what though? The main problem in relationships come when, because, and this is just from experiences personally and talking to people. Women be with a lot of these things. Women be with a lot of ways relationships can go until it's time for them to stay consistent with what they're doing. Now, you telling me to eliminate any and every other woman I've been dealing with for whatever reason. This person is this person is that, this person is this person is that. So what you telling me is you ready to be everything.
Right.
right? And y'all ass be lying.
Keep going.
Y'all ass be lying. Y'all be lying because that energy, y'all ass get burnt out quick. Y'all are not doing none of the things that y'all say y'all want to do on a good day.
I ain't mad at niggas yet to burn
Every
me out.
day. Every day.
Okay.
So I don't know whether it be some sort of protest. I don't know whatever it is.
I like the word you use. And yes, it is a protest. You want to know why? Because when you're in a relationship, no, the woman can stay consistent, right? I can't speak on all of it, but you can be consistent in a relationship, but the man have to be consistent as well. So in order for that woman pussy to get wet, you can't sit here and keep fucking up, right? Meaning that you can't keep sitting
So
here.
we gotta have all the tricks.
If this my man,
we gotta have all the tricks.
I'm sucking dick if I'm mad or not.
No, see,
that's
I could, but it's a certain level.
I'm not holding that pussy hostage because that's probably what's gonna get me out of my bad mood anyway.
No,
that's probably all I want.
That's gonna stop hitting you leaving at 12 o'clock at night.
it's gonna be in my mind. Granted, yeah, that's what I would want to do, but at the end of the day, the pussy can't work if you're not giving me what I need. So if I get mad and you get mad because I'm mad because you did something to make me mad.
Well, if my needs aren't there,
but it's a mood you put yourself in.
We talking about just
it's a mood that you put yourself in.
It's a mood you put yourself in. So even if there's something that I did, you decided you was gonna get mad. You could have decided, you know what, I'm not gonna let this affect me.
I mean, granted, that's true too. I mean, you know, that can
So
happen.
don't blame us for the pussy.
I'm not
When
saying
the
for
pussy
the
don't work.
Listen, I'm not
You
saying
can be mad and you can still get your rocks out.
you can.
Right.
I've done that.
Because if he don't, he's gonna leave the house.
I've done that. But what I'm saying is,
Or I am.
I'm that part. Okay, not yet. Be quiet. What I'm saying is, a man want what they want, right? I got a woman, I got a wife, so you supposed to give me the pussy all the time, right?
100%.
I agree, right? But I also agree that, goddamn it, I need my needs fulfilled.
I do.
Yeah, look, as long as I can get it 100% of the time.
As long as
You can listen,
Right.
and I don't have
So what are those needs?
I mean, well, it varies.
As long as you're smiling, there should be no problem, right?
Exactly. No, fuck that.
Y'all just want niggas to spend a few dollars.
No.
I feel
That's all we
In a
gonna
relationship,
That's what we gonna think.
I mean, I want both.
If
Don't get me wrong.
If what we
But I would
ask,
prefer
if what
more
we
time.
ask, you don't get specific.
I value time. You know what I'm saying? Quality time. If it's us going
So I can
out,
come sit on the couch with you.
that's great for me. Not all the time. Don't get it twisted of what I'm saying. I love quality time. If we go on a date, if we're going to a party together, I'm with you. You ain't telling me, oh, you can't go because shit, I'm going out.
And then it ain't, we ain't gonna always sit on the couch. But let's do this because I'm fairly new to the dating game. I was in a a long-term committed relationship myself.
Okay, we together, huh?
However,
No.
I got a whole page fun around Chicago on Instagram where I post nothing but free stuff to do around Chicago. So you can take me to nice, luxurious, exciting, thrilling places without spending a lot of money. It's not your money, it's your time, and it's your effort.
Thank you.
This man told me recently, he said, before we decide if we like each other, let's just, kick it.
Yeah.
So what I heard was, I work my time for my money. Mm-hmm. And it's giving very low effort, low energy, low budget.
I don't think so.
But look, what he could have said was, baby, let's go, I planned a picnic at the lake. Or let's take a walk on the lake. Cause you ain't always have to spend your money to have a high quality experience.
I understand that. You ain't lying.
You telling me.
Hey, I take my. Come on, let's go pick.
I love it. Like this Chicago.
Let me tell you. I was dating a guy, right?
People
I was dating a guy, and what I did, we went on a date first, took me out, and I'm like, oh, this was nice. It was just something simple. Go ahead and go drink, sushi, whatever. And I'm telling my friend, like, you know what? I fucks with this nigga, right? And then that wasn't our first time seeing each other, of course, you know what I'm saying? So I set up a picnic, right? Real nice. Columbus Drive, right? Set that up, and some food, made sign, and all that. Wine, paint, and sip. Didn't expect it. It was nice. He enjoyed it. But see, here's the thing. A lot of men, when you are not used to certain things, I would love to introduce simple shit. That's simple. I ain't spend that much. Men think it's all about money. See, because the women nowadays, these women, Not all men, because I don't say all men are the same. You get what I'm saying? But see, you guys have to be on go or guard because of the women that we have in our generation are so. But they are so.
Making more than me.
But that's fine. But what I'm saying is they are so. I don't need a man. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'm
we
out.
don't even know. We don't even know that
We'll
we can
need
be
that.
human
Right.
until day 3, 4, 5. If we get that far.
Now,
So
I have met a couple females that I feel like I can't be with them because I feel like they too out.
As long as you know that though, because that's not the type of woman.
Because I mean,
I don't need you to.
only one of us gonna have a poll.
Both of us can't be the man.
Only one of us gonna have it.
Yeah.
okay, so as far as what, like conversation, like the way you talk,
Everything,
walk, the way
your
you dress,
whole
Everything.
Right, like say
Your
everything.
whole makeup.
Yeah.
You could look as feminine as you want, but you could have you could be a man on the inside.
Straight nigga.
Right.
Right. I understand.
Straight man
Have
on
on
the
a
inside.
dress.
And
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
true.
like that. I
That's
don't
true.
want my people
Thug
to be
as hell.
soft.
Yes,
all
a
the way
woman.
around.
You want her
I
to be
need
the
her to
woman
be a
that she
woman
is.
all the
Of
way
course.
around.
Of course.
I got this. Let me take care of that nigga shit.
Oh
That's
man,
I don't
that
want
is
you to
beautiful.
be the nigga.
You
That's
are
her and y'all.
Yeah.
So what's some of the things we can do about improving relationships though?
Number one, communication. Number one.
And just honestly, tell the truth. If you
Transparent.
outgrew me, if you don't like me no more, like
Just tell me.
if you want me in the lineup, just say that. Like,
And see, this is what I was just
you might
talking
be
about.
surprised. Like a lot of women might be okay with whatever you.
Not me,
Just
but
tell them.
I mean, I'm not saying
But just give them the opportunity
Just be
to
honest.
decide.
to make a choice.
right. Allow that woman to figure out if she want to keep messing with you, keep fucking you, keep going. You get what I'm saying? Being honest and communicating is what will keep it.
But what about
So
what
show
about
me-
what
show
about
me
when
the
we
real
be
shit
honest?
that you can. So I can play my.
What about when we be honest? And like I said, when it's time to see what we've been telling you.
So you basically saying when a man open up to a woman.
When it's your turn to play out these rules, I can't talk to you after this time. I can only talk to you these days.
No.
I can only call when this window is open. In the beginning, y'all agree with that. Yeah, it's okay, it's cool, I know my place, all of that. And then
I wouldn't know.
y'all get warmed up.
No, because I let a nigga know after that.
Okay.
I need to talk to you all the time.
Do you hear
And
me?
you're not gonna tell me.
Like, I'm
So
like,
y'all
we
hijack
fucking
it.
and we fucking
You're not
good
gonna tell
and
me.
we vibing.
You're not gonna
Baby,
tell
if I
me.
hit
I'm
that line, like, rises, big daddy, I expect a motherfucking good morning, beautiful.
I don't care if you at work.
Do you-
Text
Oh
me.
wow.
No, I mean, I'll give you a little time if you at work, right? Depending on how much job you got. Okay.
But text me on your way to work or something.
But it's just
Well,
communication. It really is. Because
I
you
feel
can
like
date
that's the key.
somebody
That's the thing,
and you can be
but-
friends with a man and you doing all of this stuff with this man going out. But if you say, baby, I'm gonna call you right back. Let me go ahead. Talk to my people real quick, boo. Okay,
And
baby.
I'm
Give me
just
back.
me to tomorrow.
Then that's gonna
That's
either one,
crazy.
activate the demon,
That's gonna eat me up.
maybe
now I have
dismiss
to.
you, or three.
Lie.
Oh, shit.
No.
It'll be intentional though, but I
A
work
man-
12 hours a day.
That's a
And then when I get off work, I breed dogs. I gotta go take care of dogs when I get off. So it don't be intentional. I get
But-
caught up in time.
Would you forget
Not
to
being
clock? Would you forget to clock in for your shift though?
Say it again. I don't know if you
Would you
heard.
forget? Would you forget to go
I
train
should-
them
I should
dogs?
have me.
So
My
your
dogs
but
pay me
a lot
too.
of times,
I'm
That's
just being
where
real.
the
Yeah,
money
yeah,
taps in.
a man's money is tapped his ego and his, his personality and his who he is, his aura.
Mhm.
But just like I said, if a woman can understand that a man can think differently, then we need to know that a man can understand that a woman thinks differently. So know that I don't look at you just for your money. I just said that.
And I
We
know
can
that.
do all the
I'm
free
in a situation.
fun around Chicago. But at the end of the day, I need to know, like, you thinking about me?
Yeah.
I
I
need
mean,
to know.
if you working and you get off work, say, just thinking about you, how your day going, I hope your day was well. Especially if, like, we've been talking, been dating, and been having relations.
I mean, I believe that too.
Because a man does what he wants for who
I
he
believe if
wants.
you fucking with it, you got at least hear from him 2-3 times a day.
Say it again.
If you're fucking with her, you have to hear from her 2-3 times a day.
I love that about you. I don't even know you smell.
At least 2 or 3 times.
I mean, communication is key.
Yes,
Whatever we
it
do.
is.
It's
It
24
is.
hours in
Hey,
a
I'm
day.
cool. Even like you say, just a text.
It's 24 hours in
I'll
a
holler
day.
at you
Yeah.
later. You know, I'm busy.
Just got off work.
I might want to get a FaceTime too, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
I actually said one of them gotta be a basic.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
And all of that's cool, but at the same time, it seemed like y'all can explain relationships easily, how they need to go, how they need to look, what they need to look like, but y'all not in it.
Well, I've been in a relationship. I mean, but see, you know what?
What's to say? You the middle.
But that's
That's
just like you're married. I'm not married, and I'm not gonna say I don't know anything about marriage. I can speak on marriage. You get what I'm saying? Even
That's
though I'm
just
not
a lot of
married,
people-
I've been engaged.
A lot of people say, you know,
So,
you can't
okay,
speak on
so,
kids
okay.
if you don't have none, but it's a lot of people that's trained
Yeah.
to speak on kids.
There
You
you
don't
go.
have none. So I have been in
You
a
trained to
relationship.
speak on marriage?
I feel like I'm not trained to speak on marriage, but I feel like I
With
am
my life
experienced to speak on relationships.
I've been
I'm
in a
not-
relationship 12
You know,
years.
I'm not trained to educate, but I homeschool my children,
Okay.
and I am experienced to
Mhm.
facilitate homeschooling.
Yeah.
I'm not trained to cook, but even as you know, I had a catering business. So, you know, experience can, you know, account for
What the training don't give you.
exactly.
Exactly.
I would
And even
agree
when
with
you
that.
have training, right?
You still need
They
that
even tell
experience.
you when you get that training on the job, they gonna tell you need that on the job
Yeah,
experience
because
as well.
Exactly.
everything I learned in barber school, I probably threw all of it away when I got into the barber shop.
Right,
It's,
of course.
it's a big transition. So, like, I mean, you can use it a little bit.
I mean,
It
but
don't
just
apply
because
everywhere.
It's the
That's-
foundation.
that's just
on
like
what you
school.
need to build on.
How much of school do you use for it?
You don't really need math
I've never used
outside of addition, subtraction, multiplication,
Python.
division.
That's what she was like.
Chemistry, none of that.
Right, I ain't never needed none of
Never
that.
needed none of that.
I mean, but just because we're not in a relationship, you know, you've been in 10 years, you've been in 6, 7, 10 years. I've been in a relationship 12 years, but at the end of the day, we have our experiences and we know what to take and what not to take to the next
Okay.
relationship. You get what I'm saying? So
Okay.
That's like with your job, right? You need experience on your resume to be able to take
Hey,
the
let me
job,
ask you a
right?
question though, not to cut you off. So you was in a relationship for how long?
12 years.
So when you got the relationship, did you look for him and him?
Did I go seeking other niggas? Is what you're saying?
Did you seek your last guy
And that nigga.
and the next guy?
So
Oh, like the next avenue? No.
you ain't
fuck
look
no.
for none of the same traits.
No, I don't go off of that. I don't. If I
I'm just saying because you've been with him so long.
You're so
like,
comfortable.
You looking for him
no,
and the guy you trying to date.
no.
What
must
was
have
the
been real fucked
reason?
up.
What was the reason that relationship ended?
Infidelity.
So that's just the deal breaker.
It never
All
stopped.
the shit
It
y'all
You can
built.
have a backbone. You can call your woman a backbone, but
How
what is,
strong she
how
got
am I
me.
your backbone if you're cheating, right? You would tell your other one you're on a backbone. Yeah, that means nothing to me, right? But the cheating and the lack of communication and understanding, like we are totally different.
What was his roles in the relationship? Like what all was he doing?
Speaking on the reason why it ended, like
No, like you said he cheated, but I'm saying like how did he hold you down and end the relationship before he decided to start cheating? Like was y'all splitting bills? Was he just the big dog all the way? Did he assume every role that was his?
no, we did everything together.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say, oh, you're gonna pay this whole $2,000 rent by yourself if you lack it.
If a guy could though, let's say
Yeah, if you
let's say-
could. Now,
Let's say
granted,
he was paying everything.
okay,
Does that mean he get
fuck no.
okay?
You wanna know why? Because at the end of the day, it is still about respect. Even though you are paying the bills in the home, I am still, if we have a child, let's say we have a child together, I'm still taking care of this child.
Okay.
I'm still making sure you are fulfilled sexually.
Okay.
I'm making sure you are fed. I'm making sure your mind is in the space that it needs to be in. I'm nurturing you. I'm that, all of the above.
And that is all this done. What are the dynamics? Are there children involved? Is there a heavy career? Is there what's? Cause see, I feel like all of these things
play a part.
Play a part.
It
Play a
does.
big part. I don't see a woman with a big career, more than one child, and a lot of things going on outside of home, even with the responsibility she has at home. I don't see her every day meeting all of that. I see her taking some days off.
Of course, just as the man would as
And
well. But I also,
It ain't even
We don't
taking
get
no
that
days
chance.
off, but it ain't even taking no days off.
because it's
I'm
no
telling you
day,
now.
no day.
I'm that.
You say, oh, even on a mad day, you doing your job.
I'ma still get busy, but
Well,
it ain't gonna
and
be
because that's my job.
He
Like,
pissed you
Oh,
off.
that's your job.
it's
As
I
a
feel like the
wife
cooking and
or,
the cleaning.
not a girlfriend, because technically a girlfriend,
No.
I am still single. So if I'm married,
see.
I'm gonna drop the
No.
pussy off.
You just said relationships, though, but
It's a
it's
relationship.
No,
it's a big umbrella.
I don't
been
need
married, so I
y'all
can't
getting
speak
confused.
on
When
marriage.
you in a relationship,
But I
got
was
married.
shacking up.
So,
Sorry, mama.
We need to have these future talks about marriage for me to know that
that you
yeah,
can
we
let
solid.
you
Because
go
guess
all the
what?
way
A 10, 12 year, 15-year relationship,
So you-
you feel me?
in order for you to unlock level
That's
10
That
of
part.
Mia,
Mhm.
you just gotta know everything.
Calm and low.
Okay.
Not a law, motherfucker.
It is.
But you know what though? You gonna want the guy. You gonna want that guy coming in day one, being the way you think he should be, right?
No,
Yes, you do.
no.
You ain't building nobody up. I don't know. Ain't no women building no man
I'm
up.
telling you,
I've been
again,
did that.
this thing
Right
ain't
now,
right.
I'm not doing that.
I'm not
I
right.
did
I'm
that
not
shit
doing
for 12 years.
Why not? Why not?
I
I'm
wasn't
too
there.
old
I
now.
did 12
I'm too
years.
old
I
now.
value my time. You get what I'm
That-
saying?
Why not?
That
That
alone.
alone.
What's the point?
I'm too old.
So okay, you reached a point in
I'm
your
too
life
old and
where you're not gonna help another guy get to where you think he needs to be.
Now it's
I'm too
certain
old.
things.
I'm too old and I'm too healed at this point to let somebody else step on my back to get what they need to be. Like we either gonna pull each other up
Exactly.
or we gonna
Now we together and you get down, I'm
Right.
there to pick
That's
you
it.
up. I'm
exactly.
gonna always be there,
But
right?
if you already down,
You can't come
and
to my
I'm
life.
like, I got 4 kids.
You can't come
You
to my life.
can't right. It's not too much.
No.
So
Because-
he gotta be
He
the
got
way you think he should be.
I mean, just not.
day one, right?
Look,
So
she
you
said
can't-
no. I said
No,
I said
I-
yes.
you can't spin the
It's
question.
certain things.
His
That's
ass
not-
gotta be
I
correct.
can't give you no full yes or no.
He
Like,
can't need no
it's
training.
gonna be in some different areas depending.
What
but you need
what
to
has
come
to be?
in my life
I don't
established.
want
What
to
has
teach you how
to
to
be?
have
So
a
as I
conversation.
stated,
I don't want to
Thank
be
you.
patient with you and teach you how to get a job.
No,
I want to teach you how to
So he already
Talk
got
to
a
me.
career.
you have to be established.
career. You have to know
right?
how to talk. You have to know how to clean your house. You have to know like
Well, that comes with it. 'cause
You gotta know
your
all
house.
of these things.
yeah.
Now
before
we're
we-
together
Unless
and you fall down, then yes, I'm there. You get what I'm saying? But things happen, so I'm gonna have to pick my man up at some point in his life. He gonna have to pick me up,
It's
maybe.
different. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But no man will
We
come in
already
my life.
found
I
out
will
in
not
a
accept
relationship,
it.
but
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
in the beginning we was on dating. So I'm
Right.
talking about somebody that I'm not necessarily in a committed relationship.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So that type of person, yes, like you said, he would have to come as I already have him pictured in my mind,
Mhm.
or
Correct. Like
yeah,
without.
come correct.
You have to. You're not gonna come. You're not gonna sit here and say,
So
"Oh yeah, do this,
so
do that."
so are you what you're looking for?
Am I?
You asked that earlier too, though.
Yeah,
He said, "Am I what I'm looking for?"
yeah. I can honestly say yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I would love for me.
Do you hear me? I just need. I need. If a man came
First
in
of
my
all-
world that is like
First
me,
of all,
shit, we would have fireworks every day.
baby,
So what are some of the most common things that you find in guys that make you feel like I'll just be single till I get the right one? Like what are some of the common things?
The lack of
communication.
communication.
So
that's
you
it.
you want them clean.
Guys do not know how to.
I've had a clean
No,
man.
I'm
Yeah, you know
just
what? I'm
talking
gonna keep it a
about
buck. I
conversation.
want my man or
A lot of
whoever
times,
to
guys,
be clean.
Definitely, I like my man like I like my man.
Shit, now I'm with
But to be
Be on his
honest,
ass.
a lot of men just don't know how to hold the conversation.
That's it.
Okay.
I hear
You
that.
say, you know, again,
It's
a guy,
true.
it's
I hear
It's sad though.
like
I do
mean,
too.
A lot of times,
that. I'm glad I got 6 sisters.
That's good. That's a blessing.
like you said, Some guys feel like, maybe they don't have to put in a lot of effort, but a conversation.
Right, you should be able to have a
At
conversation.
least hold a conversation.
Yeah, like
I
at
agree.
the very minimum. Like,
I agree.
okay, I'll give you that. And so what you're saying is, every relationship that didn't work outside of cheating, the communication was just poor.
Well, in the infidelity.
I mean, the communication began to grow towards the end, but my mental, I was already, hey, see you in the next life type shit, right? So when a woman is mentally gone, it's over with. It's nothing that man would be able to do. You can buy 10 cars. That wouldn't mean shit.
I believe that.
Like, for real.
I'll agree with that.
Because a woman but a woman could take so much. So much. Like, seriously, you can have everything because the men is not about the money. You know what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with the money. You can, goddammit, bring me a rose, and I would appreciate it.
The
'Cause
toy
it's
or the
thought.
flower?
Damn, I was talking about the flower.
Oh, okay.
I was talking about the flower. I would appreciate that because it's
the toy
thought.
is sweeping the nation right now.
That's crazy. I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah, I don't. You can't.
Nah, I don't know shit about that.
So communication.
Yes.
Have your money right. Be
Of course.
me at least.
At least.
At least, right?
Transparent as
I
well.
feel like, no, seriously, though, I'm at the point where I really do love myself. I wish I could be somebody like me.
Yeah.
Describe yourself.
I was waiting. I'm
Okay.
Come on, I want to meet me. You motherfucker describe yourself.
I am communicative.
Okay.
I love to talk. I love to listen. I love to nurture. I'm a healer. I love to laugh.
Okay.
I went on a date with a guy twice, and I told him, he asked me on the third day, I said, we ain't laughing. What I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, I went on
2 days. That's crazy. He was a nice guy, but we ain't never laughed.
Wow, that's
two.
real.
That's weird.
You gotta laugh. I'm a
You
lover
got
of
to.
laughter. It's good for the stuff.
I say you gotta keep a smile.
I'm a mama. I was like, kids. I'm an entrepreneur.
Something that I do appreciate that you mentioned, and all of the things that you mentioned about yourself and the qualities that you said, I want to meet me, or intangibles. You don't have to, you can already possess these traits. You know, be this kind of person, no matter where you work, where you live, what you drive, what kind of money. And see, that be the hanging with guys because guys are already treated like you gotta have
Everything.
shit.
You gotta have everything.
To be somebody.
Right. So we put the focus on having the cars, the
Yeah, I
clothes,
know.
the money, and we just be fucking dickheads. We got a car, we just riding inside. It's just
Yeah.
They got no communication.
no communication skills.
No,
We don't know what to
seriously.
talk about.
Because it's not always about the money. Like,
Well, y'all make us feel like that.
Nah, not all women though.
Not all. Now,
And
now
that's
you
that
different.
man.
No,
I'm hella
I agree
different,
with it because everyone like that ain't never made me feel like this. Nothing.
I'm hella different.
I would keep it real.
Because it's not about that. Money comes and goes, and at the end of the day,
I feel like you need it. It's definitely.
yes, you
And-
do need it.
And no, it's not right. It's not obvious. Like, yeah, money. But at the same time, before you get a chance to, you have to show the women what they think you should look like before you can show them what you really are.
Mm,
You don't agree with
that's
that?
how you roll.
Well, those are the
I
male
mean-
experiences. Yeah,
Okay.
we not necessarily we got to stretch who we are, but we got to just we kind of got to show you the more superficial
Don't
things
put on.
that y'all care about, the shiny things.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. That
Yeah,
shit
you
really
say that
blows me.
now, and I don't believe it.
I'm so serious.
You
Like
say that
I'm
now.
so serious. That I don't. It does nothing for me. If I see
No,
a man
it
with
don't
all that
mean
shit on,
it
I
don't
be like,
mean no. Okay, no, that don't mean you go for all the flashy jewelry.
That shit don't mean nothing.
it don't. And it's not.
But
like,
I'm saying,
and a
what I'm
good
saying
player.
is, it takes a
and
while.
And to blow your mind to a lot of females who don't have their own shit.
It takes a while before the man is even able to.
Yeah, it do take
To
a
do
while
all of
for
that.
him to register that though.
That's what I'm
Mm.
saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even guys that want to look
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
that want to look the part, they doing that for themselves, but at the same time, they have to carry an image, or they kind of have to go to step 2 first
Yeah.
before we get to step 1. And let me show you who I really am. But it's like that's kind of what we have to had to go with. But you saying it's something different.
Yeah. I don't like that. Yes, you have to have money. We all have to have some money, right? But at the end of the day, if that's the main topic, that's the quickest way that I would dismiss the fuck out you, right?
I talked to so many women.
Because if you got the money, you don't got to show.
Right.
You ain't got to show. You know what I'm saying? We go out to eat or whatever.
I'm enough.
That's it.
So you'll date the bus driver. Remember that conversation came up? That shit was sweet.
I sure the fuck would. He got a job. He got pictures.
You'll date the bus driver.
On my baby, a 9 to 5.
Show your face so they know.
I got a thing
Mia
for
said
women.
she gonna date the bus driver.
I would date a 9 to 5.
I got a thing for men in uniforms.
He 9 to 5. Ford is good. 9 to 5.
I'm 66.
Okay, well, yeah.
12
That's even
hours.
better. That's even better. He's responsible. He has a 401. Okay.
Get that. So
The schedule.
That part.
Some place to be.
I know he at work. He not gonna call off. He gonna call off. He ain't gonna call off.
what are you looking for in your next relationship?
I ain't looking for no good shit right now.
I said your next.
I'm not looking for one right now.
It could be 5 years. It could be
Okay.
10. I'm saying your
Because
next
I don't
relationship.
know.
It has to be
honest,
something.
I don't know what I'm looking for in my next relationship because I'm not looking for one at the moment.
Because you are fresh.
It's
Well, I would say what
it's
sounds
just
more
like-
accurate
That's
is
the
you don't
reason.
want
That's the reason.
He
Because
don't
I'm
want a
fresh
relationship
out.
because he is fresh
Yeah,
out.
I'm fresh out.
Okay, so
Right.
the reason the relationship ended because you cheat, right? Is that shit out of you or something, or will you think
Has
about
he
the next
changed?
relationship when the shit is
Yeah,
out of
he
you?
said he ain't
Because to
changed.
say right, because I mean, the question is the same as saying the person leaving one job going to the next one. That's
Right.
the motherfucker. I ain't looking for no job right now. Motherfucker, you got to do something.
Exactly. Do you want to be
Right.
like
Right.
Or do you want to
Right.
And
Right,
here's the
you
thing,
sit
when
up
you're
there,
dealing with
you
so
wanna-
many women, you're dealing with so many different energies and personalities. You said crazy.
All the shit you just explained about being a lover and all of this.
Huh?
Okay, so the next,
Trade souls.
Yeah.
you just explain all this lover boy shit.
No, I just believe like exchanging all them. You dealing with so many women, them a lot of different energies.
Who's out there with a lot of
No,
women?
I'm just saying like if that's what you do, you get what I'm saying? Like you dealing with so many different women. So when would you feel that's not too much for you?
So once again, I'm gonna tell you this. I think it's the way you grew up. So
Okay.
I seen, not saying that it's right. I seen my dad and my uncles do the same thing I do.
Okay.
So my dad, he's 60. He got 5, 6 females. My uncle's 60. 75.
So it's normal to you.
So learn
So
behavior.
what-
really what
What I
you're saying is,
Learn behavior.
I'm not saying that it's right. I know it's not right, but it's what I
Why you picking up what's not right?
I don't know.
So with
I'm
your
not gonna lie
It's
to you.
never easy to choose the
I
right
don't
thing.
know.
I tell people that all the time. It's not
That's true.
easy to choose.
It's just what I say
The right
and I call up.
You
I
made
call
it a
into
norm.
it and I like it.
You made it a norm.
So look, there's the honest part right there. You like.
Yeah.
So
To be honest,
if
I
you
can't
can
see
be honest with
myself.
the women that you're dealing with, though, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
I
You can
can't
be
see
honest with
myself
those women.
being. I can't see myself fucking
If
one woman
you're
for the
honest.
next 30 years.
Oh wow.
Just like that. I
Shit,
can't
really?
see myself fucking one for the next 30 years.
Okay, well then you should have said
See, that's what-
that
see,
instead
look,
of saying
and
I
that's
don't
what-
want a
that's-
relationship.
In the last 2 years since I've been single, let me tell y'all what I've learned. You know how basically there's a window of ovulation for women, right?
Oh
And it's
yeah.
what we would consider, well, that's what we can pretty much think with. Mia walk around like that every day.
Every day. We can make a family.
They ovulating every day. Y'all ovulating every fucking day.
That's right.
We can make 30
Lots of
families.
hours a day.
But he'll be honest enough and say, like, I'm doing this and I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like
But you know what
a lot
though?
of
But you
men
know what
can't do
though?
that, though.
You
A lot of
can
men
like
can't
it.
be transparent.
You could like it, but you could also not challenge yourself enough to have that discipline.
I tried that too. I tried.
But some, but some people just like some people.
No, we talking about
Just
real.
like with
We
food,
talking
right?
about- we talking about-
just like
We
with
We
food,
talking
right?
about real discipline of challenging yourself, knowing.
This me trying to
Listen to
challenge
what I'm saying.
myself.
But
Let's
it's
talk
easy.
about your body, right? You work out, you eat
I
well.
go to the gym every day.
Exactly. Some people discipline themselves in other areas. Right.
because that's what he
So,
wants to
and
do.
other people.
But we're not talking about discipline at the gym. We talking about relationship.
Right,
But
but
he's not ready.
saying,
That's not
he
something
can be
that.
disciplined in certain areas, but he ain't ready to be disciplined in this area.
Ready. He said.
So we either
that's
gonna
what
have
all
the
about.
problem with it, or we gonna make excuses for it.
Oh no, we definitely not making excuses.
No. And I
'Cause, I
honestly
mean,
feel
if-
that is a little, not a little, but it
Because-
is a problem.
It's wrong. Wrong is wrong. He admitted
learned
it. We
behavior,
know it's wrong,
but
but
it's
I'm
like-
just saying.
You should
First,
learn
let's
yourself
face
to try to
the-
change that. You get what I'm saying? Because
He
no
said-
one
he
wants
said he
what
don't
you
wanna
want. Oh, you said that?
Right. You say he don't
So,
want to change.
but I'm saying moving
But
forward.
he's a lover.
But look,
Like
but
that.
look,
So
but look.
do you see the
Moving forward, if
contradiction?
you told every woman that you wanted to fuck that, and you stop being able to
me
fuck as much.
Me personally, I know I'm confused because I want a relationship, but I also I want to have my fun and do what I want.
I don't know if you just talking shit or
Right,
you
that's
just
what I'm
always
saying.
honest and transparent. Because what the fuck?
I want
It's
a
a thin
relationship,
line.
but I like to do what the fuck I want to do.
It's a thin line.
So that
It's
means
real
you
shit.
really technically have not really.
I love the relationship. I like the stability. I like the comfort. Like
Yeah, of course.
I give you the money, you pay all the bills.
Of
I don't
course.
like that responsibility.
Right, I'm coming home to my
for
woman.
10 years, I was just I didn't do shit. I just gave you the money and she took care of everything.
Yeah.
I love that shit, but
Yeah.
at the same time, I want to do what I want to do.
What you want to do?
I just want to do when I want to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just being when I want to do it. That's it.
Okay.
So I just.
Well, I
prefer to
do
be honest.
hope that. over
Well, I
the
mean,
years
we
that
smile at it.
Just be that honest with the women you dealing with, though.
That's
Is that something that you know you do?
Yeah.
And so
I'm
every
at
woman.
this moment right now, I'm honest.
Well,
Shit,
then,
he being honest on this damn
well,
microphone.
then why did your last relationship end for cheating?
Because I wasn't being honest with her.
What the fuck is this with me?
I was being honest with the women in the streets, but I wasn't telling her. They knew about her.
Oh, that's
She
backwards.
didn't.
That's backwards,
I
bro.
didn't know how this shit go, nigga. Damn.
Read
No
my
judgment,
book,
no
man.
judgment.
Come on, man. Read my book.
They
I'm
knew,
excited
about,
for you.
they knew about her, but she didn't know about them.
You better learn.
The side pieces knew about the man.
That's why we ain't in no relationships, huh?
They all
I
knew
got a
about
lot
her,
to say.
but she didn't know about them. But
That's
that's how
She
they knew
found
about
out.
her.
that hurt.
I was
So,
in a
okay,
sad-
so-
I was
so-
in a
so-
sad relationship for 5 years.
So
She ain't
okay,
know
in
nothing
that
about 5 years straight.
in that 10
Whole
years,
side.
in that 10 years, was you ever able to really show her who you really are?
100%.
How?
Because
If
I was faithful.
I was gonna say, I feel like he gave his woman him, but he still had the other side to him, which was
how if
outside
it got him
there.
caught? So if you gave your woman you,
Maybe he just started slipping towards the end for him to get caught.
right? It was some dishonesty somewhere. It was some problem somewhere. It was something. Maybe she let your ass know that she wasn't playing that shit, and you still had to hide who you really were.
Yeah.
There was a lot of different shit.
Right? What do you know? Right? Okay. You trying to portray it as if you just told her like, look, I got other women. Woo woo.
I didn't know.
You backdoor some shit.
I ain't betraying at all. I know I fucked up.
And he's being really honest about it. That is
I know I
really
fucked
good.
up.
It's cool to be honest, but we saying how is it gonna go in with the
Right,
next
the
time?
future. So how are you
I
gonna
don't know
change
if
that
I
to be
wanna say
better?
that because I'm not.
Nope.
That's
That's
So
not his
it's not out of you.
That's not his
I'm
mental
not
right
trying to
now.
make another relationship.
That's not his
It's not out of you.
I don't know. I'm not trying to make another relationship right now.
So
I
let's
can't
just
it's
say,
not out of
before we leave this podcast, let's just say you meet a woman, right? And everything is smooth and that motherfucker is different from all the hoes you got, right?
She asked.
And you get clean. What you What you gonna do? Because you can't control your feelings. That's what I was saying in the beginning. Like, you can't help how long you catch feelings.
And if I catch feelings with somebody, I'm gonna talk to them and we figure it out. That's all I can say.
Oh,
I want
okay.
to tell them when I like it. If they agree with it, we gonna work with it.
Oh, okay.
But have you ever been able to do that before?
Yeah.
When? Not the 10-year relationship.
No.
Well, yeah, right. So it's like, come on now, shit.
He crazy.
We not playing both sides. We not up here capping, G.
I tell females what I want, and they accept it. Like if I tell you.
So
what
now
I
that you're
want,
single, because
because I'm single,
you learn from that mistake.
Everything out in the wrong now. I don't
You learn
lie
from that
about
mistake.
shit. I like
So maybe
everything
that's
up
what
front.
you needed to do to change.
Yeah.
I keep
That's what
everything
you
up
need
front,
to do.
and boy, that's how it's like she said.
Now that you're single, you ain't got nothing to hide.
because I don't got shit to hide.
Now that you single.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy. You ain't got shit on. You single.
Crazy.
Oh, I was in a relationship. I was having a lot of shit. I just told you I had a whole side piece for 5 years, man. I was having shit.
Yeah.
Trent was like, that damn, I'm glad I'm married.
The side bitch was doing shit that the main bitch
That shit
wasn't
sounds
doing.
confusing.
But do you think that the reason why
That
the
shit
main
sound
bitch didn't do
confusing.
what the side bitch did because of the shit that you was doing?
It's
to the main
almost-
bitch?
it's almost like-
Type of shit.
Oh, okay. She's 50, I mean.
It's almost
Way
like
over, baby.
it's
You know,
almost
the
like
boomers don't be doing this
you'll
in
come
the
out
20s.
better.
I get it.
You gonna come out better just waiting on her to do everything you need her to do.
So did you do
'Cause
what
she's not
she
gonna do
wanted
this shit
or
every day.
desired?
Yeah.
Because sometimes a man be in the relationship
Always.
and they be one-sided. They be
No, we
one-sided.
doing it all. I mean,
I'm with it.
I pay the cost to be the boss. We doing all of this
We
shit
together. I'm with it all.
for real. We doing all
We
of
do
this
whatever you
for
want to
real.
do. Just don't touch my ass, baby.
That's whatever I want to do then.
No,
I don't want to touch no ass.
I mean, I don't either, but.
But I be wanting to do it like in the movies, how they be grabbing their man booty and shit when they be fucking and shit. They be like, booty cheeks.
No, I mean, as a devil's advocate, because I'm a barber, I get a lot of stories. I don't think nothing that a man and a woman does is questionable.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think that.
Okay.
I feel like any and every precaution that comes up in the sense of it being wrong or bad or whatever is something that's already in the tank. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like,
No.
I feel.
like the thought you having of it being that way is something that you've already looked at or thought about or wanted to get into
Okay.
some kind of way. You see
Mhm.
what
That's
I'm
what
saying?
you meant.
I don't think it's so.
It just came out of nowhere.
Right. So
That fantasy or that fetish or that desire just popped into your head.
Nah, it didn't.
Yeah.
It couldn't.
So the thing, the thing is.
So if there's something you want to do, if your lady want to do something with you, because like I said, I hear stories
Mm-hmm.
and I don't judge.
Yeah.
So not.
I know what's my style. I know what I don't have to do. But when I hear things,
Have your lady ever asked you to do something that you didn't want to do? Your wife. I mean.
There you go.
she ain't never asked me to do nothing I don't want to do. But at the same time, the way I operate, I don't tell my wife no.
Okay.
Like, so, and that's just when you get married, there's no other level higher than marriage. So somebody got to be able to get 100% like that.
Yeah. And compromising.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the lack in the
some
relationship.
kind of way, some kind of way, and I'm big on that. I'm sweet on my wife. I don't tell her no. It'll be a lot of shit I may not want to do.
Yeah.
Now I don't know about the way you tried to ask me that. Like you was trying to, like you had a specific way you wanted to ask me that, but at the same time, we not over wild like that.
Yeah.
No, ask it like that.
I could look in the mirror.
I was just asking a question.
You okay with yourself at the end of the day?
Tell myself.
I don't even want to know that.
fully confident and all of that, but at the same time, I don't think.
Like say, I'm with it all. Just don't touch my booty, baby.
That part.
I mean, you can grab my ass cheek.
That's it.
Don't. I ain't with all the.
No, that's just too far. Now that's just
Right.
My ass is supposed to be lit.
You gotta know what's your style. Some things are a little too compromised. Some things are a little too. Some things are just. I don't have to do that.
Exactly.
I don't have to have that done.
Yeah.
And so.
Yeah.
But I don't judge. But
No
you said
judge.
the way you said, I didn't get a chance to do everything I wanted to do. You sound like you go to the 5th floor. And that's cool.
And don't.
If the 5th floor is where you like to go, you know, back door.
And don't.
But whatever you like, but you saying if there was something, you don't want no holds bars. What you saying is like in a relationship.
I would like to be comfortable enough to, be for me to be with it and for my partner to be with it to, try new things and explore new things with each other.
Now, when you say that,
Just don't touch the booty.
right,
Yeah.
right, like
But you
what
won't-
could?
But you
what
don't want to
could
touch Matt
possibly-
though.
See what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. You got some guys gotta go. Some guys gotta go back though. Some guys feel like I don't have to go back though. Some women get offended when you try to go back though.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Say the last
Some
one.
women get offended when you try to go back though.
When the man want to go to the back?
Yeah, back door. Like, you know.
That ass?
Yeah.
That's a no-no.
Exactly.
That's a fuck no.
That's what I'm saying. Some women get offended. Like,
I don't get offended.
Like,
I'm like, oh.
they want to know, like, they were like, man, what's wrong with you?
Oh, no.
What's up, brother?
Like
What?
I mean, niggas really like.
What's up, brother?
But
So,
no.
you know,
That's a bit too much.
you know, you kind of got to be careful. So, like, it's case by case. Like I say, you know, I hear stories, guys tell me these things. And
Now, let me say this.
I
This
got to
gonna
act
be
like
fun.
they didn't just tell me that, like they asked fun.
You ready for this funny story?
Go ahead.
I had a nigga give me some head.
Okay.
I ain't never seen a nigga toot their ass up. Is that what y'all do? I thought niggas just lay on the bed with the dick on the bed.
It all depends. It all depends.
Nah, that ass was too
What move was he? So he had his ass in the air getting
Much
hit.
traveling right now.
Well, I mean, so okay. So what you got to consider a situation like that? He might have been in a compromised position, but at the same time, he was doing something to you.
Yeah, but flatten that ass.
Now you could lay sniper
Oh, okay.
style. You could
Okay.
lay sniper
It
style.
might not have been comfortable if that motherfucker was hard or something.
Oh, you right.
Because it's certain positions you could be
I ain't
in
gonna say
that make your tongue go in
That's
overdrive.
what that was. Thank you.
Like
It wasn't like it was nobody
He
behind them.
could have had a hard on. He ain't want to lay down, so he had to move.
right, like you never
He had to
know.
do a bridge.
You never know.
It wasn't.
And then
I thought I was fucking a bitch. It wasn't there.
and then you might have been moving a kind of way. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, you don't want to take that away from him and make him feel like he's doing something
Oh,
wrong.
that was
She
long.
said he
He told his ass was there.
It's been taken.
So that's all you know. So the head must not have
You
been.
couldn't mess with him after that?
I didn't.
I
It threw me off. It threw me off. That was like 10 years ago. It just threw me off. I was young.
He had an arch in his back.
Yes, sir, he
See,
did.
now that's a
It was.
little questionable.
You tooted.
That's
too.
questionable.
He wanted both.
That's questionable.
Okay, I was young. That was 10 years ago. Okay. Forget I even brought it up. I just was trying to figure out, like, is that how y'all do?
that's what he liked.
How y'all do?
Sometimes you gotta be sniper style. Sometimes I'm sit on my back. Sometimes you just be sometimes you know.
Yeah, I bet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it all depends.
Right, I dig it.
A lot of times though, I'm on the floor. Knees on the floor. You put
Okay.
your hands in the bed.
Oh, okay. Let me think about
You know what I'm
that.
saying? And we working however it need to work. You know.
Is this the topic
I'm not
now?
sure.
It's bad shit.
I'm not sure if my ass is in the air.
Yeah. Thanks to you.
Right, you sit up and
You're
you
right,
know,
it is.
if my ass in the air, okay.
It is. Thanks to
But you
you.
gotta
Well,
watch.
shit. Well, let's finish damn talking. So, what do men like? Do men prefer to get knocked the fuck back before they enter, or is it like I don't even
Back
back no
and
head today
forth.
for just fuck?
I'm slop.
Every time, though.
It's a case by case basis.
Okay, because you don't need it
I
all the time,
want
right?
to ask.
Not all the time.
That's the thing.
Not all
right?
the time. I may have already started sex in my
I need
mind
Right.
that all the time.
to where I know I only got about 15, 20 pumps.
Men do
That's
be knowing.
That's
You see what I'm saying?
They be knowing.
I
I got
don't
3
need-
pumps.
look, This shit ain't even gonna be, you know.
Right.
This shit gonna be like mass, in and out.
Damn.
Okay.
Sometimes
you have
it
to
be
know
like
yourself, though.
yeah, then you got sometimes where motherfuckers been waited and trained themselves. They get their little. So they finna,
Sometimes
we finna
like,
run
this
a
shit
race.
over with yet.
You say what?
Nigga go so long, he be waiting to see if it's over with yet.
That ain't good.
That don't mean that. It could be a good.
That's fucked up. Or
Right.
it could be that he
It
was
could
drunk,
be a
right?
drug night.
Okay.
It could be a bunch of different elements involved.
Different
You know,
shit
you
going
never
on.
know.
I'm not waiting on this again.
Let's go.
You never know.
It ain't the fuck wait on the end.
But
Yeah.
because we
going.
know that a lot of times women get theirs early.
I tried that honey pack.
I did.
Oh my
I
God.
tried that honey pack. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
And what did it do? Because I want to hear about it.
I couldn't stop.
But you know what though? You get to a point and
Jack Ryder.
you find out that you got somebody extra working for you, and then you tell yourself, this can't be real.
Yeah.
I done went to the gas station to get
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I done went to the gas station. This can't be.
That's crazy.
This can't
Legit.
be what's for me.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you can feel. You can feel when the honey's working for you.
Oh.
Once you know you pass your own
Because I was tired of doing it and I wanted to come.
Yeah, sometimes you know
Nigga, I'm tired. Let this shit out.
Don't take that honey pack with you.
You can feel when you went overtime. Yeah.
I just wanted to try it.
It don't be necessary, but I always encourage people to take their supplements. Eat good.
Yes, you can.
Drink your
That's
water.
how you take care of your body.
I know
Your body
so
will take care
many
of
cheat codes.
Fruit
Eat
and
watermelon,
get you so much.
watermelon, pumpkin seeds,
Mm-hmm.
peanuts, taking different supplements, maca, beetroots.
Okra water.
Well, that might be something for women. I don't know.
Definitely.
And then look, what I just found out. Another one of my partners put me on this. Just taking some salt, Himalayan pink salt or iodine salt.
Yeah.
Take a couple sprinkles of salt in your hand, eat it, drink some water. I can get that shit about 15 minutes.
Well, you know, that's for people who need it
If
now.
you do that with a shot of honey.
You say, game 7.
She said all type of shit.
She say, game 7.
You put a
That
little
nigga
honey.
shot all type of
Let's
shit.
sweep it up a little bit. Y'all just talk about the honey cat.
Salt
She
and
say, right, salt in, game 7.
A lot of people do that before they go in the gym though, for like extra energy. And
Niggas ain't taking no honey pack before they lift no weight.
So I know honey pack, they take the Himalayan salt with the honey.
So you
real
don't
honey.
cramp up. Yeah, no, I get that. That helps. But nah,
You said niggas ain't taking honey.
right, she said honey packs and salt before they lift weights. Fuck out of here.
No, real honey.
Ain't nobody believe in that. Yo, you trying to be at the gym getting a good bitch. She just trying to get a good visual. No, we ain't doing that one.
Oh my God.
So what's gonna work for relationships for you? You say you ain't never getting right. What's gonna work? What's gonna work for relationships with you? Because you said you back in the game now. I'm done. I'm retired.
I think I'm back out the game now.
You back out the game? Or he told you something good? So you believe in that shit?
I know that's
No. I kept hearing people say it was this and dating pool, but I think it's pool.
You think it's cool?
I'd rather not say that. I used to say that, but I stopped because if you keep saying that shit, you're gonna get the shit. Nope.
I mean, I'm
I'm
nice
still
days though, but for what I'm looking for myself, like you said, what am I looking for? Will I date myself? Because honestly, to be honest, and I'm so for real, like I've said that many times, like I want somebody like similar to myself.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess what you call
You looking for
rare.
So
Yeah.
Miss B.
And that's
looking for
okay.
Mr. B.
And that's okay to look for someone as yourself, honestly, with the characteristics. You know what I'm saying? Because you clingy, I want slight clingy.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm a
Yeah.
Christian. I would like to date a Christian.
I'm gonna have to. I can't date no Jew or Muslim or a Catholic.
I go to church every time.
So what's dating gonna have to look like for you?
I'm just pacing myself, enjoying myself. I mean, I'm not gonna consider every nigga the same. That part, I'm getting cute every day. Even when I go to the gym, I'm saying, huh? Sometimes. But I just would like to meet someone that is honest, that can communicate and have fun. I'm fun. I like to have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I like to have fun and still.
I love fun so much, y'all. I created a business called Fun Around Chicago. I'm so serious.
Like,
I looked up one day and I realized I wasn't enjoying myself. So I dedicated my life to having fun.
Exactly. Like I do things for myself. I go downtown and just sit at the park and do me a paint
That
sip.
shit was right there.
That's what I do. I do things like that. I went to my very first concert. Don't judge me, okay? Judge mom, got that. My first little concert. Okay, Bow Wow don't count when I was in 5th grade, 6th grade, whatever. Okay, I went to go see.
Did you enjoy yourself?
I did because I listened to guitar music and jazz and.
Thanks again for tuning in to the Trent the Truth Show. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. Follow us on social media, Trent the Truth. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to be a guest, email me at TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Again, that's TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Thanks again. Tell your friends. Watch it together.